I've got 15 square feet of lawn. I've detected it twice with the Garrett Ace 250, but now I've got the Nokta Makro Simplex. Will there be any difference? Let's find out. I'm Adam, this is my new metal detector, and that's my back garden. Welcome to D-Tekt Sussex. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode. So I've got the Simplex Plus, my brand new metal detector, out for its first run today. Still under lockdown in the UK, so I'm just doing it in my back garden. Now I've done this back garden twice already during the lockdown, but I've done it with the Garrett Ace 250 and the Nell Tornado Core. I've not tried it with the brand new Simplex Plus, so I'm going to give that a go today. Let's get the machine turned on. So I've done all the updates, so as of recording this I'm as up to date as I possibly can be with update number 2.77. In my last video I showed you 2.76 had just come out. A few hours later they released 2.77, and what that added was a mute option here. So if you're getting interference between your pinpointer and the coil when you're digging, you can mute the detector so you haven't got the extra noise. There's also got a few other volume options if you're using headphones. I'm going to try not to use headphones today. I've got the volume down as much as I can so I'm not disturbing other people around too much. And yeah, so the task today is to see if the Simplex can pick up anything that the Garrett Ace 250 didn't in the last couple of tries. Okay, so let's get ourselves set up on the settings side of things. Now there's quite a bit of mineralisation coming through. If I wave it about, I'm getting anywhere up to about 3 bars of mineralisation on the gauge there, so I need to ground balance the machine. I'm going to use Park Mode 2, which I think is going to be the most suitable for this. Park Mode 1 would also be suitable, but that's the brand new one, and it's got a slower response time, although it can get deeper targeting. So I think just for today, first outing, I'm going to try it in Park Mode 2. I'm going to whack the sensitivity up to maximum just to see how that goes. It can be a little bit unstable, I've heard, on the top setting, which is the brand new sensitivity setting, so we'll see how that goes. I'll knock it down if I need to, and I need to ground balance it because the mineralisation is there. So if we go to ground balance, I'm going to auto ground balance, so I'll hold down that button and just pump the detector a few times. There we are, that's better, all ground balanced, ready to go. Great stuff. Okay, let's see what we can find. Okay, I've got a first signal here. I should say I've also discriminated against the first 3 blocks on the notch discrimination at the top. That should get rid of the iron. There's a lot of iron tat under this garden, as I discovered before with the Ace 250. I've got a signal here. It's a little bit tricky to pinpoint, but I'm getting signals sort of late 70s, early 80s, shot up into the 90s at one point, so okay, let's give that a little dig and see what it is. It looks like it's quite a bit below the surface, about 4 chevrons on there, so I'm going to dig a fairly deep hole and we'll see if we can find it. I'll get back to you in a sec. Okay, my nice target is still in the hole. I need to dig a bit deeper for that, but this is the first thing that's come out. Just a bit of rusty tat, I think. Just starting to rust in a few places. Cool. On we go. Okay, now it's been uncovered a little bit. It's given me fairly consistent sort of a 95 signal. Mid-90s, jumps a little bit, but it's about mid-90s. So I wonder if I might have missed the hole slightly. Let's try digging to the side and see if that helps. Okay, so I found my target with the really high numbers, and it's this. It's definitely a coin. Let's give it a quick clean off. I think it's a fairly modern one. Get the Queen's head. Yeah, it's starting to rust a little bit. I reckon it's a 1p. 2000. Yeah. It is a 1 pence piece. Just starting to rust slightly, just on there and through the other side. There we are. That was barely maybe an inch below the surface in the end. So yeah, not bad. And the Garrett Ace 250 did not find that. I've been over this area before. In fact, this is right next to a hole that I dug previously with the Garrett. So yeah, Simplex is working so far. Let's move on. Great, so that's the hole filled in. That's the first signal on the Simplex ever, and I found myself a coin already. So let's carry on, see what else we can get. Okay, so I've got another one here coming up, sort of mostly in the 90s, a little bit of 80s. I think there's a couple of other targets around it as well. So okay, let's give it a try. Okay, next signal. It was bouncing around the sort of 50s and 60s. I'm going to check to see if it's still there or not, but this has just come out. It's quite a deep hole. I drop this down there. See just how deep it is. So yeah, the Simplex has definitely got some depth on it. I'm guessing this is off of a door, perhaps. The door mechanism, perhaps. You know, you turn the handle, the bit comes in on the door and then goes in there when you shut the door. Best guess, something like that. If you know different, obviously, you know where the comment section is, let me know. Cool, I'm just going to check the hole, see if this was it, or whether there's anything still left in there. And I'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, so it turns out there was, the signal I was chasing was actually still in the hole, so I found it, it's in here somewhere. So let's see if we can... Maybe nothing. May have been something once. I don't think it's going to be anything particularly interesting. No, but that's coming up sort of late 50s, sort of 57, 60-ish. Yeah, I think that's just a bit of rubbish. But the depth on this hole, so I have had to make it a bit deeper than before. That's not even on full sensitivity. That's insane. It's picking that up loud and proud. That's a good, I don't know, that's at least a foot, isn't it? It's a good 12, maybe 14 inches down there. Yeah. Awesome. Rightio, carry on. Okay, got one coming up here. Mid 70s, early 80s. Oh, shooting into the 90s a little bit there as well. I reckon it's there. Yeah, about there. Cool, okay, let's give that a dig and see what we've got. Oh, there it is. I think we've got another coin. Let's have a look. It's about the size of a 5p piece. A bit glossy, or maybe it isn't a coin. Maybe it isn't. No, I don't think it is a coin after all that. Might be a button or something for some trousers. A rivet, something like that. Yeah, I think it's like a button off of a pair of jeans perhaps. Quite old though. Think it might be anything different, let me know down below. Okay, moving on. Okay, so that rivet, button, whatever it is, that I just found in the hole, I've just popped it on the floor just to give it a try with the Tekt on its own. And it's only coming up around about late 20s, early 30s. Yeah, so I think my good target's still in the hole. So let's carry on and see if we can get to it. Alright, so take a look at the hole. Look at the depth I managed to get on that target. So that high target I've been chasing, it ended up being about 79-80 once I got it out of the hole. And it's this. I don't know what it is, but it is doing something a little strange. Got this sort of blue colour going on here, and it's just dissolving as I pick at it. So if you've got any idea what that is, I don't know what it is. I'm going to obviously clear this up and wash gloves and things after I've used it, just in case it's something nasty. But there's something metallic there. But I've never seen anything like this before. I don't know if it's a type of corrosion or very strange, but it's going everywhere, all over the floor. Bizarre. Yeah. So yeah, if you can identify what that bluey grey crumbly stuff is, let me know. Otherwise, I think it's just a bit of iron junk. Never mind. Moving on. Okay, so I'm just taking a quick break. I'm not usually one for naming stuff. Cars, you know, a lot of people have pet names for their cars. That's not something I generally do. But you've heard the sounds that the Simplex makes, and as soon as my wife heard it when I first got this earlier last week, she started calling it Squeaky. And you know what? I quite like that. Meet Squeaky. Let's carry on. Okay, next signal coming out quite clear actually, late 60s basically. It's jumping a little bit, but actually it's tickering quite a bit now. I've turned the camera on, but settling on the sort of late 60s, early 70s now. Okay, worth a dig though. Let's give it a go, see what's there. Okay, so I've got this come out. Definitely metallic. So it's been manufactured, not sure exactly what it would be. No idea. Think you know? Drop me a comment down below. Okay, on we go. Okay, got something come up here reasonably high, 70s and 80s. Out there, let's give that a try. Okay, I don't think this is my target, but next out the hole looks like a wing nut. Yeah, pretty sure that's a wing nut. Very old, very rusty, but a wing nut nonetheless. Okay, I've got something just come out, and it is round. Let's have a look and see if it is a coin. I think it might be, you know. Maybe it was once. Oh, I can definitely see some detail coming through. It's definitely an old one. It's a sort of a green patina on it that suggests some copper in there. I've got a date, 1971. I wonder if that's another halfpenny. I found a halfpenny the other week in here with the Garrett. It is as well. Let me stand up, get that in the light. Yep, that is another halfpenny. So I found a halfpenny the other week, that was 1979. This is 1971 halfpenny. And again, something the Garrett Ace 250 completely missed. In fact, the hole I've dug is very messy because it's sliced through part of another hole that I dug a couple of weeks back. It still hasn't quite integrated with the ground again, so that's another halfpenny from the garden. That's insane. Wow. Oops. There's the queen head. There's the back. Fantastic stuff. Okay, let's see if there's anything else in the hole. Alright, so there was something else in the hole. I couldn't tell you what it is just yet. It's something interesting. Clear some of this out. Okay, so there's a hole in that circular bit at the bottom. Well, I'm calling it the bottom for now. What is it? Okay. So that middle section looks like it's attached to this. See if I can use that to get some of this muck away. Okay. I have not a clue what that is. Let me just try and scrape some of that extra mud out with the trowel. Right, okay, I think that's the best I'm going to do just for now. Oops, it didn't stick in, did it? So it looks like there's a thread on the middle there, and you turn, it doesn't turn anymore, but I think you turn this, and then this part would go up and down. So presumably, get in focus, presumably something would clamp in there. So it's some sort of a clamp. Huh. Fascinating. And again, same hole as the halfpenny, so the Garrett completely missed that. I did go with the detector before I started cleaning the muck off, and it's come up around about the 50s. So if you've got any idea what that might be off of, drop me a comment down below. Bizarre. Awesome. Well, I have to say the Simplex has definitely impressed me this week. Wow. I mean, I've been over this garden now twice with the Garrett Ace 250 with the Nell Tornado coil fitted, and the Simplex has just found more and more stuff, and things that the Garrett Ace 250 was directly over, things that the Garrett Ace 250 didn't pick up at all. A couple of things that are actually right next to holes that I dug a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, really impressed with this detector. Really can't wait to get it out and try it on the beach and in the parks once the lockdown has been lifted. So let's have a look and see what it is I've managed to find in the garden today. A few just homogeneous blobs of things and stuff. Bits of scrap iron, a few old nails, screws, tacks, an old clothes peg. Now it's definitely not one of ours, so it was definitely a previous owner of the house. There's our wing nut. This, I didn't film this, I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was just a nail or something, but on closer inspection it looks like it might be from something specific. Get it in focus. Try and get it in focus. There we go. So yeah, if you've got an idea what that might be, let me know. There's that metallic rounded object I could not quite identify, so again, if you know what that is, let me know. A little metal ring. Also, I didn't film everything that I'm showing you in the roundup. A few things were just dug out while I was looking for the bigger targets. A little plate thing here. A couple of little bolts or screws that are sheared off on the back, and just a flat surface on that side, so couldn't see any writing or anything on it. Yeah, that's interesting. Hi everyone, don't panic, it's only Adam here from the future. Watching that footage back, I noticed that actually that little plate did seem to have some lettering on it as it glinted in the sun. So I've had it soaking in detergent, and I've given it a little bit of a light scrape with a cocktail stick, and this is what's been revealed. Yes, so let's just get that in focus properly, shall we? There we are. So as you can see, there are letters in there. I don't know if it's stamped or moulded in. There's no stamping in the back of the plate. So maybe the lettering was sort of recessed in a mould, and it was perhaps made that way. But looking at it, I think I can see the word possibly made in, I think maybe England. In certain lights you can just make out L-A-N-D, so I think that's made in England. As for the rest of the text on here, I can't quite make it out as anything recognisable. If I spin the plate round, because this text at the bottom here appears to be upside down in comparison to the Made in England text. So if I spin that round, I'm just going to prop it up on another cocktail stick, just so you can see it properly. There we are. So yeah, you can see at the top here there's more text coming in. Looks like that might be R-I-T-A-I-N, so perhaps Britain originally. I've got a Y and an R. Looks like there may be some other lettering here, but I can't quite make it out. And again, B-R-I, maybe Britain again, perhaps here. Yeah, so I don't know what this is from. I haven't got a clue what this is from. So if you are looking at this and are shouting at your screen, oh yeah, that's from that, that's from this, you know what that might be from, you know what this might say, please, I beg you, put something down in the comments, let me know, because I'm dying to know what this was. You know, it's obviously got some history to it, it's obviously from a bygone age, but I'd like to know what this is. I really, really would like to know what this is and what it might have been from. Okay, let's get back to the roundup and see what else I managed to find today. Okay, so this is our, I think it's a door piece, or door frame piece, sort of a receiver for the door mechanism. This is fascinating. Again, I think it's some kind of a clamp, so you'd have something that went through there, and you do this send up, and you just clamp it in place. But if you know specifically what that might be from, please let me know. I'm really interested to find out what that's from. This, I think, is a button for a pair of jeans, or something very similar. And then onto our coins. So there's a 1 pence piece, starting to turn, starting to rust slightly. 2000. And then my favourite find of the day, another halfpenny. So I found my first ever halfpenny in the garden, well, anywhere, but in the garden a couple of weeks back, 1979, and this is a 1971 halfpenny. I am so pleased with that hunt today. Okay, so in terms of the Simplex, yeah, absolutely fantastic. So happy with that detector. The updates, I know a few people have expressed some concerns about updating to the new 2.76, 2.77. I haven't used the Simplex before 2.76, so I couldn't say for sure if there's any negative movement from the previous update, but as far as I'm concerned, I am very happy with the way this machine's running. And you saw the depth of the holes. I mean, the depth on this thing is incredible. So yeah, really looking forward to getting this out once the lockdown has been lifted. So I hope you enjoyed that hunt today. If you did, please hit the like button down below, and if you haven't done already, the subscribe button is there for your convenience. I'll see you next time. Take care.